This is Brother Mo. My family and I recently took a trip down the Blue River in Indiana. We put in at Fredericksburg, Indiana at the Old Mill Canoe rental. Our plan was to spend 2 nights and 3 days on the river, traveling from Fredericksburg down to Milltown, which is about 24 miles. The folks at the Old Mill Canoe rental were very accommodating. I'll put their information down in the description so that you can contact them if you decide to take a trip down the Blue River. We put in early Friday morning and it rained on us just about all day long. But we didn't let a little rain stop us from having a big time. The river was absolutely beautiful. We took advantage of our time on the water and did a little fishing along the way. We didn't catch any with any size, but we did manage to catch several small ones during our trip.
Hang on a minute. Let me get your picture. Hang on. You ain't gonna die.
I love it when my wife catches a fish because she gets so excited. Here's my youngest daughter with yet another fish.
got gauge too, I think.
At mile marker 6, we started looking for a place to hang our hammocks and pitch a tent, but before we knew it, we had passed mile marker 9, and we had made it all the way to mile marker 12. Finding a place to camp along the Blue River is no easy task.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Old Mill Canoe Rentals has a primitive campground 12 miles downriver from where we put in at. Every trip is a new and exciting adventure where you learn to expect the unexpected. When we got up Saturday morning, we discovered that a coon had made off with a 20-liter dry bag full of food and other items.
She stayed all the way to the right of that tree right there, I think.
If you watch closely, my stepdad gets his kayak sideways in the current here and gets snagged on the tree in the water. He rolls his kayak over, but I might say he does it pretty gracefully.
Yep. I'll come back up here in just a second.
He wound up losing a couple of fishing rods and his fire grate, and some of his clothes got wet where a dry bag got a hole ripped in it. But it's things like this that makes every trip unique, adventurous, and memorable.
May have to go past that tree system and go back because it's going to be hard to. I need to get out of this thing.
While Barry is making his way down the river, Hannah and I begin to bail out his kayak. And we bail. And we bail some more. Here comes my sweet mama in her color-coordinated kayak. Here is my youngest daughter and my nephew playing in the water. I don't think there's anything they'd rather do. As I said earlier, we had planned to make this a 3-day, 2-night trip. However, because of the difficulty we had finding a place to camp, it turned into a 2-day and 1-night trip. We paddled 12 miles each day for a total of 24 miles. Nearing the end of the trip, we come upon this group and I couldn't help but stop and watch this young fella climb to the top of this tree and bail out. As we approached our takeout in Milltown, Cave Country Canoes has a campground along the river's edge just to the right. As we approached the takeout point, folks from Cave Country Canoes were at the ramp offering to help us pull our kayaks out of the water. All in all, we had a wonderful trip. We saw tons of wildlife, but most importantly, we made memories that will last a lifetime. Thanks for watching.